Vai Guru, 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 Vai Guru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji. We are at end of Ang 18 and the Shabad will go till start of Ang 19. Um, Shabad by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Shri Rag Mahalla Pehla Trig Jeevan Dohagni Mutti Dujai Pae Kallar Keri Kand Jyo Ehnas Kirta Pae. Guru Sahib is explaining the relationship of husband and wife, and in the context of Gurmat, this is a relationship between us and Vaiguruji. Basically, in whole Gurbani, again and again, Guru Sahib teaches us that we are not this physical body because male or female is related to the physical body. But Maharaj has called everybody a female. Maharaj is talking about the Jivatma, as in the mind. Jivatma is separated from Paramatma, Prabhu Pramatma, as in the Vaiguru Sache Pasha. So we are separated, just like if a lady is separated from the husband. Maharaj here is saying, Trig Jivan Duhagani, Mutthe, Mutti, Duje Pai. And then what good is that wife who is living in the duality? She has no relationship with her husband, a good husband, and she's looking somewhere else. It is about us, the relationship between the Maya and Vaiguru Pasha. What is Maya, right? We discussed about yesterday also, multiple times we discussed. Maya is not just the money, not just the physical money, not just the physical things. The physical things are easy to recognize, right? Physical money, cars, houses, food. It is easy to recognize. Anything which perishes is Maya. Even our physical body is Maya because it is going to perish one day. But the real problem is with our thoughts, which is a Trigun Maya. Our thoughts. Most of the people will not even know that they are taking thoughts. They're just acting on the thoughts, but they don't know from where the thoughts are coming. And I'm talking about the automatic thoughts. One thing is you're thinking, you're planning, you're taking a thought on your own. The second is your mind is continuously automatically taking thoughts. You are not taking it, but it is given to you based on what your mat is, based on with whatever the storehouse, whatever is stored in your storehouse in the brain, right? It is basically being taken and given you the thoughts. Now, thoughts are subtle. Thoughts are not physical. Mind is subtle. Mind is not physical. Mind is not brain. Maharaj here is saying, Trig Jeevan Duhagani, Mutti Dujai Pai. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਮੁੱਠੀ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੁੱਠੀ meaning that it is being robbed by the thugs. Who are these thugs? These are the five thugs, five thieves. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. There's a high level five thieves, but they keep on changing the form. The list first they can become a lust, they can become a greed, they can become anger, attachment, ego. They can become gossiping, they can become slandering. They keep on changing their forms. Depending upon the situation, depending on your circumstances, what you are talking, what you're going for, they'll keep on changing the form. They can become anxiety. If the Panch Doots, if your mind is sitting in Rajogun, then Thoughts will be hopes, desires, wishes, anxiety, depression, right? ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, worries, right? So Maharaj says ਤ੍ਰਿਗ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੁਹਾਕਣੀ ਮੁੱਠੀ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਏ. If they are living in, if our mind is living in duality, mind is not sure what to do, that's a biggest curse. That's why the Jivatma is cursed, because it doesn't know what to do, whether to go left or right. Maharaj compared this, Maharaj has compared this with the wall, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੱਚੀ ਹੈ, which is made out of a sand. If the wall is made out of a sand, day and night, we will be worried. We'll be worried whether it can blow off through the storm or by water, right? In the rain, it can just go away. Maharaj says that's what our mind is living in fake stuff, in temporary stuff. This physical body is temporary. Why it is temporary? We have it today. We don't know tomorrow we are going to get it or not. Kallar keri kant jyo ehnas kerita pae. And if the Jivatma, if the mind will live in this process, that it doesn't know how to control the thoughts, mind is just continuously in thoughts all the time, then one day the death will come, the physical death will come. The time will pass very fast. That's why again and again in the Gurbani, Maharaj tells us, Akhan jiva visare mar jao. Kehinde jehda bhuli baitha na Rabb nu, if we have forgotten about Vaheguru, we are already dead. Why? Because we are in love with the temporary things, which are not permanent. Money is temperament. Physically also, things are temporary. Our thoughts are also temporary. At one point of time, we are taking multiple thoughts. Now, it depends on a person which thought to take, which not to take, or which thought to go behind, or which thought not to go behind. But most of this time, these thoughts are so strong that we start thinking about it. For example, you got into an argument with someone. When you got into an argument, you'll keep on thinking about that person is not right, because there was a difference of opinion. And this difference of opinion, whether it is with the family, whether it is with the friends, whether it is somebody who you don't know, will be there all the time. Why? Because it depends on the circumstances of a person to person, which avastha, which state the mind is. If mind is angry and the other person mind is greedy, greed is going to fight with anger. Or anger, let's say if somebody is angry and we are into an argument, we made other person also angry. Now what is going to happen? These thugs, anger is going to fight with the anger. ਗੁੱਸੇ ਨੇ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਨਾ, ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ. So this is how the five doots works. And who is not on mute? Okay. So that's why we need to learn one thing. We need to learn that these five doots are going to talk with each other, and they are thugs. They are going to fight with each other all the time. And how to control this? Maharaj is not just giving us a problem. Maharaj is giving us a solution. क्योंकि सारे दे कोल है ना, these panch doots, these thugs, these thugs are with everybody. They are the subtle bodies which are there in everybody. Maharaj says, without the Shabad, without the voice of Vaheguru Sache Pasha, we will have these thoughts. These thugs will always create a problem for us. Maharaj says, Kaho Kabir, Panchon ka chagda, chagdat janam gavaya. Kabir Sahib is telling us that the fights which we have, the arguments which we have, actually those arguments are between the Panch Doots. Panchon ka chagda, chagdat janam gavaya. We waste our lifetime. ਝਗੜਦੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਅੱਖ ਝਪਕਦਿਆਂ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। We don't even know that life is getting wasted because these breaths are very costly. We're not going to get it so easily. But because it is free for us, we think they don't have a value, and we are losing every breath in these things. But Maharaj says, if you want a sukh, if you want a happiness, Maharaj says, bin shabda sukh na thiya, fir bin dukh na jaye. And without the shabad, there is no happiness. And if you want that your dukh, your pain should go away, you have to connect with the Pir, Paramatma, Vaheguru Sache Pasha, husband Lord. Maharaj says, Munde pir bin kya shangar, Munde pir bin kya shangar. O Jeevatma, why you are putting up wearing a makeup? You are not connected with your husband. It's like a lady who is getting dressed up, but she's not aware of where her husband is. Without the husband, what good is the makeup? Dar kar toi naal hai, dargah choot khwar. And we are living our life without realization, without remembrance of Vaheguru. When we live our life without remembrance of Vaheguru, Maharaj says, when we will leave this body, when we will go to our car, our own house, dar kar toi na lahe. And we are not going to get any shelter. ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਢੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣੀ, ਥਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣੀ. ਦਰਗਾਹ ਝੂਠ ਖੁਆਰ. Because we lived our life in falsehood. We thought this physical things which we see, the money which we have, the house which we have, that's all real. But when we leave this physical body, then we realize that this money which we collected is not going to go with us. You know, the factual thing is, most of the people, it doesn't matter whether you are a Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, this basic concept, everybody knows. But ironically, we know this, that whatever we are collecting here, it's not going to go with us. We still collect. We still don't bother to remember the one who has given us all the breath. Because without a breath, we'll not be able to do anything. And he is giving us the breath from his own mouth. Just like mother gives the breath. Mother gives the food from her mouth to the kids. You know, when the food is hard, what happens? Mother will put it in her mouth, chew the food so that it can become soft. And once the food is soft, mother will give it to the kid. Because babies, they don't have the teeth initially, right? So mothers, if they want to feed something hard, they chew themselves first. Once they chew the food, then they give it to their babies. So is Vaheguruji. From the mouth of Vaheguruji, there are two things coming. From the mouth of Vaheguruji, there are two things which are coming. The breath, because can we breathe on our own? It's involuntary action. We can't breathe on our own. Breathing is happening. During the COVID time, everybody realized that, right? Everybody realized that how important the oxygen is, how important the breaths are, because people were not able to take a breath. Ventilators, sometimes in India and all, right? Even here, there were shared ventilators. People were not getting the ventilators in time. Then everybody started realizing what is the cost of this breath. But human mentality is, we humans, we forget these things. Everybody. It's not even, last year also, even today, some people still get COVID and still they have a breathing issues, but people don't realize that because we are forgetful, because this Maya has put the curtains in our eyes. And that's what Maharaj is saying. That's what Maharaj is telling us. Maharaj is, this is what the Guru's job is. That's what Gurbani's job is. To wake us up, what the reality is. I know personally, I've lost some friends also, but I know personally some millionaires who had a lot of money, but kise kam nahi aandi. The money is not gonna go with us. The currency which we are trading in today, that currency will not be used. But there is one currency which we can use at Dargah. In the court of Vaheguru Sache Pasha, ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਖੁਆਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ, if we don't want to suffer in the Dargah of Vaheguru, dar ਘਰ ਢੋਈ ਨਾ ਲਹੇ, ਦਰਗਾਹ ਝੂਠ ਖੁਆਰ, ਕਿ ਝੂਠਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾ ਧਨ, ਝੂਠਾ ਧਨ, the fake money we have collected, the fake currency we have collected. Maharaj says, aap sujaan na pullai sacha vad kirsan. We do mistakes. Every moment we do mistakes. Doesn't matter. I don't care who you are, right? This human will always do the mistakes. Pullan andar sabko apol guru kartar. But the Sujan, the Vaheguru Sache Pasha, he's the Sujan. Sujan hunda siana, intelligent, the real wisdom. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਭੁੱਲੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਭੁੱਲੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਆਪ ਸੁਜਾਨ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਈ ਸੱਚਾ ਵੱਡ ਕਿਰਸਾਨ. He is like a best farmer. How is it he is a great farmer of the universe? Maharaj says, ਪਹਿਲਾ ਧਰਤੀ ਸਾਧ ਕੈ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਦਾਣ. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਦਾ ਜਾਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, that's where the difference is between Gurmantar and Naam. When we do Gurmantar jap, Vah Guru, Vah Guru, Vah Guru, we are depositing our breath in the khajana of Nirgun, in the treasure box of Nirgun, as in Vaheguru. He is giving us the breath. With Vaheguruji's kirpa, we are putting a stamp on that breath. We are remembering saas simro gobind man antar ki utre chind, dam dam sada sambhalda damana birtha jai. We use that breath in remembering him, and that breath is used where the stamp of Vaheguruji is there, where there are no thoughts. Yani ki man furne vi le raha, mind is in thoughts also, and we are saying Vaheguru, Vaheguru. That's why Maharaj says, har har kare nit kapat kamave ਹਿਰਦਾ ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਨਾ ਹੋਈ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਵਿਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ. Mind is doing something else. Mind is planning how to make money, how to do that. Mind is in thoughts. But we are, from the tongue, we are saying, Vah Guru, Vah Guru. Then it's not going to help. We have to put our mind with the love in the remembrance of Vaheguru. Our full breath in the remembrance of Vaheguru. Dam dam sada samalta damna birtha jai. We don't waste any dam, any breath. फिर महाराज की करेंगे जे अगर ਆਪਾਂ, if we will deposit our breath in the treasure box of Vaheguru, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਧਰਤੀ ਸਾਧ ਕੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਧਰਤੀ, as in this body, ਉਹ clear, body as in the jeev atma, the subtle body will be clean, the mind will be clean of the thoughts, the filth. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਉਹ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. if our Sukham, if our mind is not ready yet, the mind still has a filth, maybe of Rajogun, maybe of Tamogun, right? Maybe of ego, maybe of lust, maybe of greed, anger, attachment, worries about our life. That's also filth. Being worried is not a good thing. Being worried actually is a very, very bad thing. Now even doctors have started saying it. They are saying if somebody is worried, they can attract a lot of diseases. So that's why the first thing in Gurmat is we clean our mind. And how to clean our mind? किस तरह? साधना किस तरह? Sadhana te Vaheguru nahi hai. Vaheguru ji will clean it, but Vaheguru ji has given us the tool called Gur Mantra. Guru has given us mantra. Man is mind, tra is a tool, like a hammer. You need a hammer to, break something. Similarly, we have to use this hammer and we have to beat our mind. When we'll beat our mind will wake up. Mind will know that what is the purpose of my life. That's why Maharaj is comparing it with the relationship of a wife and a husband. That wife is putting up a makeup, wearing a makeup every day. But what good is that makeup if she's not doing it for her husband? Right? Similarly, we have to have a shingar, a makeup of Naam, a makeup of Gurmantar, so that every thought we take it on our own. Otherwise, देखो दो तरह के thoughts है. There are two kinds of thoughts. One, we are taking ourselves. Obviously, we have to take thoughts. If we have to work, we have to take a thought. If we have to study, we have to take a thought. If we have to drive, we have to take a thought. But these are the thoughts which is allowed. Why? Because that's what we have to live in. Because in the physical world, we have to work, we have to study, we have to do the kirt. For that, you need thoughts. But Maharaj is talking about the automatic thoughts which are going on, where you don't have a control. You are just taking it. Those thugs are giving us. We have to clean that process. पहला धरती साध कै सच नाम दे दान, जी दान सब भगति लाए. That जी दान, that naam ishnan is given to us by Sach. What is Sach? Sach is Vaheguru. We have to meet Sach. Rest everything is false. We have discussed in the previous lectures also. नौनिध उपजय नाम एक कर्म पवै निशान. नौनिध उपजय, नौनिध, नौ निधियां, 18 सिद्धियां पिछे लगियां. These are 9 prayers, right? Meaning, even the things which you need will be given to you in this physical world also. ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟਮਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ. But the major thing will be naam. Naam ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਪਏਗਾ. The karam which we used, karam as in this case, which we used to jap naam, the time which we spent for the japping the naam with every breath, it will be recognized and we will be rewarded with the naam. Naam, voice of Vaheguru, Amrit Ras, the Prakash of Vaheguru. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ 9 ਨਿਧੀਆਂ, 9 prayers, best thing is the mind will be always in Sattogun. It will stay in Sattogun. Sattogun is Sahaj Avastha will be there. Contentment will be there. Desires will go away. Trishna Bujai Har Ke Naam. What? We have to walk on the path. We have to do that shingar. We have to do that makeup of Naam. Then only we will reach there. Then only we will be rewarded. But one more thing is there. Along with remembering Vaheguru all the time, our achar should be good. As in, character should be good. Our karam should be good. Right? That's why we don't have to live our life of kapat. Nit kapat kamave. Chhoot nahi bolna. Traigun nu chhadna. We have to leave this Traigun Maya and start going through the steps to reach Vaheguru. And what are those steps? संत का मार्ग धर्म की पौड़ी को वड भागी पाए. Maharaj says here that is a sant's marg. That's a path of a saint, where that body is through the taram. Taram, what is the taram? Sarab taram mein shresht taram, har ko naam jap nirmal karam. Naam japna hi nirmal karam. That's the taram. And that taram di body, where is it sitting? That taram di body is in the Sattvagun. So mind will start staying in Sattvagun. What is Sattvagun? Dya, taram, santokh, sahनशीलता. Basically, sahaj hua. Peace. Mind will be in the peace. No longer in worries. No longer in anxiety. No longer in depression. No longer in lust. No longer in greed. No longer in anger. Right? We cannot be one way we say, oh, I am in sahaj, and in the second moment we are angry. It cannot be like that. That means mind has not yet fully walking on the path of a saint. But how will that happen? Gur ko jaan na janani, kya tis chaj achar. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਚੱਜ ਦਾ ਆਚਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਾਂਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਮੰਨਾਂਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ. See, Sikhi is practical. Just by reading Gurbani, just by memorizing Gurbani, just by singing Gurbani, it will not change our life. We have to do that practically, right? We have to take the wisdom. We have to walk on the wisdom of Guru, not our own mat, not on our wisdom. There is no use of the life जिन्नी देर तक आप चज आचार नहीं सीखते. चज मतलब चंगा, चंगा character. The karam should be good. Lifestyle should be good. Jeevan Jaj should be good. Jeevan in accordance to Gurbani. What does that mean? No cheating, no stealing, no lying. We can't do both things. We say, oh, ਆਪਾਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਝੂਠ ਸੱਚ ਵੀ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ. We can't be ਝੂਠੇ. If we are still doing cheating and stealing and lying, obviously it is going to take a time. That means the mind is not fully washed. The filth is still there. ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਫਿਰ, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੱਡੀਏ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ, if we don't leave these things. ਅੰਧਲੇ ਨਾਮ ਵਿਸਾਰਿਆ ਮਨਮੁਖ ਅੰਧ ਗੁਬਾਰ. Even if we have eyes, Maharaj says your eyes are useless because you are still in dark. Manmukh, and the gubar, there is a darkness, pitch black, because we have not learned how to use the jyot of our eyes. When we put our dhyan on people, when we judge people, that means we have not learned how to use the jyot, the light of our eyes. We are still connected with this world. Until the time we are connected, Maharaj is calling us Anne, Andale. Two people were fighting, and one of the argument, they were argumentative, and one was saying, oh, I get Amrit Ras, I can listen to the Naam and all that stuff. You don't, so you should not sit on the mic. I should sit on the mic, right? They were arguing. And the Gurmukh Pyare asked them, when you said, oh, you listen to the Naam, you taste Amrit Ras and all. Now, when you were arguing, were you listening to the Naam? Were you having that taste, good taste, the mittha sweet taste of Naam? They said no. That's it. In 24 hours, for some of the time, our achar, as in our character is good, sometimes our character is not good. Until the time, 24 hours, it will not remain the same, as in every time, all the time. It is going to take time. That means we have forgotten the naam. Andale naam visarya manmukh andgubar. Our mind is still in darkness. Avan jaan na chukkai. Mar janmai hoye khuar. Then you will keep on coming back. We have to leave this dragon, Maya. जिन्नी देर तक ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੱਡਣੀ ਆਵਣ ਜਾਨ ਨਾ ਚੁੱਕਈ we will come and go, we'll take a birth and we'll die. ਮਰ ਜਨਮੈ ਹੋਏ ਖੁਆਰ, ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੁਆਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ, ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੁਆਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ. we're going to waste all our time, all our lifespan. 84 lakh June is there then. If there is no naam, there is 84 lakh June. We have to go through the 8.4 million species to get this physical. It's not easy to get a physical. That's why some people say, this is the life संभाल ला नु अपनी जिंदगी नु, right? ते किस तरह संभाल सकते हैं? How can we do it? First step, अखरी नाम, अखरी साला, अखरी ज्ञान गीत गुण गा. अखरां दे through ਉਹਨੂੰ याद करना है. We have to sing his praises. आओ जी ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੀਏ. Tomorrow we will start from चंदन मोल अनाया कुंगू मांग संदूर. Very deep, very deep. Again about a husband and wife. But we'll discuss that tomorrow. आओ जी ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ. ਸਾਸ ਗਿਰਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ. How we do it? When we say वाह, tummy in and listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Listening is very, very important. गाविए, सुनिए, मन रखिए. प्यार दे नाल गाना है, प्यार दे नाल सुनना है. With the love, we have to chant. With the love, we have to listen. Because if we are not listening, then our mind will be in thoughts. Then it is upno fir apan वाहिगुरु कहता, apan अंदर ते गए नहीं फिर, है ना? आओ जी, let's try. वाह, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your own voice. ठीक है जी? आओ जी शुरू करिए. वाहिगुरु, 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 वाहिगुरु,
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ